Well, I feel that the process of working through people's stories, through their bodies, is a way for them to connect to their power individually,
Okay.
their power to put across their ideas, their power to make a difference, the very power to recognize that they can, by stepping out of themselves in a rehearsal, they experience that they can themselves change. You see?
Yes.
Oh, you want me to talk in a louder voice? Do you want me to smile? No, I'm pretending in the story. If I were an actor, you want me to talk in a louder voice? Oh, look in that direction? Yes. Stand up straighter? Yes. And then when I come off of the stage, I go, wait a minute. On stage, I had a different power. I could have that power out there in the world. So I think it makes that fundamental a difference. It also makes a fundamental difference for a community, a group of people, who have the opportunity then to realize, look, who we are together is strong. Our story touches people's hearts. It matters. So I think those are important reasons. Oh, absolutely. Yes. I think when people get a chance to learn through their bodies, they learn in an entirely different way. If I can stand inside your story, whether it's history or even mathematics, you know, if I can stand inside, it's a way of learning that is retained much more strongly. It's the way children learn, you know, given a chance to play by themselves. They're not going to sit in rows like this. They're going to use their bodies and work together that way. Essentially, they'll make theater. Here in this town, and we're at Colquitt, Georgia, the home of Swamp Gravy, where this process of community performance started. Here, the teachers say, you can always tell the children from Swamp Gravy. They are the first to go greet the new children who move into town. They are the ones who are ready with answers. They will come up and talk to the class. So it's transformed the children in this community and given them an opportunity, as we say, to put their best foot forward. Yes. The change in me is bigger than maybe anywhere else. Because, you know, Gandhi said, be the change you want to see. And I have found that each community that I work with is a challenge to my spirit. It's a challenge to my patience, my forgiveness of myself, my compassion for the situation of other people. And so it has been my spiritual home. To do this work has taught me about the sacred, and continues to teach me. Of course, there's a barrier of language, but I know working in Portuguese, I had the experience of realizing very quickly that people had the same understanding about performance, the same experience with performance. They had the same joy and energy from it. And so I think that what we need to do is to work to overcome the challenge of language, but once we've done that, we're in the same territory. There isn't a difference in the fundamental way that performance works for cultures. I think it's universal. I'm not very fond of theaters myself, because in our traditional theater, and I know something about some traditional theaters in China, there tends to be the relationship of the audience is here, and the performers are there on the stage, and the audience all sits in one direction looking at the performers, who all look out at the audience. And if you think about it, that's only got enough room for one point of view. But one point of view is not sufficient for our multinational, multi-generational, multicultural world. We need to hear from points of view all around the compass. And so, in your meeting hall, we would create, as here in Cotton Hall, multiple stages. The audience sits in different places, and the action happens in different places, because some people are to the right of us politically, some people are to the left of us, some people are above us, some people are below us. That's life. And when the theater reflects that diversity, that's it. I would love to do that, yes, absolutely. The opportunity to listen in on what's important to a Chinese community, to let those stories turn into a play, and then to create that play with the Chinese people. I think it would be incredible for me, but I'm not the most important person in that. The Chinese people are, their community is. And when I was there visiting China, I thought that same thought. I thought, I would love to do this, because I see so much in China that is remarkable, so many stories that I would love to know more about. So just invite me. I'm taking a listening heart, because what I know won't go away from me, but what I have to learn is limitless. So I want to bring my ears and my heart. Well, I know this. I work quite a bit in education in the United States, and there can be so many rules, regulations, tests that the children have to qualify in, regulations that the teachers must abide by, that the fundamental relationship between a student and a teacher can be lost. Once upon a time, the teacher was a master, and usually his word was law to the student. I don't believe in that model anymore. I believe in the world where the children, too, have something to teach me. So I am engaged in the process of teaching as a learner, as a co-learner. Oh yes, I have experience, and I have something to teach. I'm an older person, you know, I have lived a life with lots of different experiences. But I want the opportunity to know the student directly, to reach that student from my heart, and have that student respond back to me with her heart or his heart, so that we build a relationship. Because I don't want the student just to go away and be smart. I want the student to go away and build relationships with other human beings, because that's how peace will grow in the world. That's how we will become a better human race. So, when you go to take this examination, you think the examination's about you, but the examination isn't. You're being challenged to go through this test because you have work to contribute to the world. When I work with an actor on the stage and they tell me they have stage fright, I say, you're putting your attention in the wrong place. If I think about, oh, how am I doing right now? How are my words? Are they good? Am I making sense? Do I look handsome? Well, soon I've missed an opportunity to do something else. And the opportunity is to serve other people. And so when you go to take your examination, this is another step in you moving toward a life of your service. And when your life is over, in your last moments, if you have given of yourself, you'll have a full and happy heart. If you haven't, well, you probably flunked the exam anyway. Good luck.